After just 2 days of the conclave that saw the gathering of 133 cardinals from around the world, the Catholic Church has found its new pope. Tens of thousands of people looked on as Cardinal Robert Prevost appeared on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica about an hour after white smoke was released, becoming the first American pontiff in history. He's taken on the name Leo, making him Pope Leo the 14th. Tessa Bennett joins us in studio with our top story tonight. Tessa, what do we know about this new pope?
Manisa, Pope Leo the 14th, originally from Chicago, Illinois, spent much of his career as a missionary in South America. He also recently led a powerful Vatican office for bishop appointments. He used some of his first words as the new pontiff today to pay tribute to his predecessor, Pope Francis. Tens of thousands of people packed into St. Peter's Square today, hugging and crying tears of joy at the first sign of white smoke from the Sistine Chapel. Following a two-day conclave and several rounds of voting, 133 cardinals from across the globe have elected the Catholic Church's next pope. And after much anticipation, Cardinal Robert Prevost emerged on the balcony of the Basilica, donning white and red robes after being selected as the 267th pontiff. Originally from Chicago, Illinois, the 69-year-old pope is the first American to ever serve in this role.
I should also like this greeting of peace to enter our hearts and your families, and to all those people, wherever they are, all peoples throughout the world. Peace be with you.
Like many of the other traditions that are tied to the election of a new leader in the Catholic Church, choosing a new name is one of the first actions taken by the Pope. Cardinal Prevost chose the name Leo, making him Pope Leo the 14th. Leo is now tied as the fourth most common name chosen by popes, though the Church hasn't seen a Leo in over a century. The former Pope Leo, Leo the 13th, served as leader from 1878 until his death in 1903, making his 25-year papacy the fourth longest in history.
He wants to be in the world, and at the same time he wants to be, part of a long tradition, not as a kind of point of breaking with it. And it was, he came out with a cassock which was quite classic in a way. It wasn't the white one. It was different from Francis.
A leader with global experience, Pope Leo spent much of his career working as a missionary in South America before leading a Vatican office for bishop appointments. He was based in Peru, working there for decades after being appointed a bishop himself.
Is it within a line of Francis? It's not going to be a kind of papacy of rupture, but it's going to be a more sort of diplomatic, but I think absolutely following the synodal process and lots of things that have been put in motion by Francis.
Addressing the crowd for the first time since emerging as leader, Pope Leo paid tribute to his predecessor. He then spoke to his diocese in Peru and thanked his fellow cardinals for choosing him to lead the Catholic Church.
Discendat super vos et maniat semper.
The Pope outlined what his vision is for the Church moving ahead, saying he wanted the Catholic Church to be defined by its ability to build bridges and engage in important dialogue.
First visit that the Pope does, it's fundamental to understand the direction of the pontificate. So for Pope Francis, for example, it was Lampedusa, which is this small island in the middle of the Mediterranean, where you have a lot of undocumented migrants. And for him, migration was central.
Reaction is pouring in from world leaders, sending prayers and well wishes as Leo begins his papacy. Pope Leo is getting straight to work after being elected, leading a mass for the College of Cardinals in the Sistine Chapel tomorrow.